There was this girl called Adanna. She was very thin, like seriously thin. People used to call her Broomstick, Ironing Board, or those main names. You know how people can be wicked with their mouth? All her friends had nice bodies, big hips, big bum, big breasts, and one by one they all got married. Adanna would go to their weddings and dance, but inside she was dying. The aunties would look at her and shake their heads like, this one no go see husband marry you. By the time she was almost 30, she was desperate. That's when Mama Blessing told her about BBL, Brazilian butt lift. I know someone in Lagos, she said. He can give you hips and bum for very cheap amount. Adanna took all the money she was saving to open her own shop and went to Lagos. The place was in one dirty alley that smelled like rubbish. The so-called doctor had no certificate on the wall, nothing, just a man calling himself Dr. Mike with one gold teeth, telling her,
"You will be a new woman."
The room was dark and dirty. The equipment looked old and rusty, but Adanna was already there. She had already paid. The pain was terrible, worse than anything she had ever felt. But she just closed her eyes and thought about the body she would have. When she came back to the village 6 weeks later, everybody was shocked. Her body was banging, big bum, big hips, nice breasts. Men who never looked at her before were now following her around. Women were asking, Adanna, wetin you do for your body now? Wetin be the secret? Abeg tell us. She lied.
When I traveled to Lagos, I changed my diet. I began to do squats and take herbs made by my grandmother.
That's when Chinedu showed up. Fine man, good job, ready to marry. Although Chinedu had been in the town months before Adanna traveled. He had been observing her, but couldn't approach because he was a very busy man. Until he traveled and also came back 3 weeks after Adanna was back. He brought bride price to her family and everything. Adanna was so happy. Finally, her turn had come. When he asked her how she was able to grow up that fast, she told him the same thing she had told the villagers. But 3 months before the wedding, something started going wrong. Her bum started feeling wet. Then it started paining her. When she looked in the mirror, it wasn't even the same shape anymore. One side bigger than the other, with lumps under the skin. She was scared to death. She couldn't find Dr. Mike. The clinic was closed. The man had disappeared, so she found another quack doctor who said he could patch it up.
Just enough to get you through the wedding,
he said. She gave him her last money. On the wedding day, she was looking beautiful in white lace dress and gold jewelry, but she could already feel something was wrong. As she was walking to the altar, she felt wetness between her legs. Chinedu was standing there looking at her with so much love. The pastor said it was time to exchange rings. Chinedu held her hand and was about to put the ring on her finger. That's when everything burst open. Water and blood just started pouring down her legs. Her white dress was getting red. She tried to hold it, to squeeze her legs together, but she couldn't control it. The pain was too much. She just collapsed right there in front of everybody. People were screaming. Her mother was crying. Chinedu was on the floor with her, his own clothes getting stained with her blood, looking confused and scared. They rushed to the hospital. The real doctor looked at her and just shook his head. What did you let them put inside you? He asked. She confessed everything. The doctor told her family it was industrial silicone and cooking oil, things you are supposed to use for machines and frying, not to put in someone's body. It had damaged her nerves badly. We would try to save her life, he said, but she will never sit properly again. The damage is permanent. The surgery took 7 hours. They removed some of the bad stuff, but most of it was already mixed with her own body. When she woke up, the doctor gave her a special cushion. That's what she would need to sit on for the rest of her life. Chinedu came to see her one more time. He just stood there looking sad. "Why did you lie to me?" he asked. "I would have married you the way you were." Then he left and never came back. The whole village heard what happened. Mothers started using her story to warn their daughters. Remember Adanna and what happened on her wedding day. Adanna came back home with a special caution. She couldn't sit for long. She couldn't have children. The doctor said her body was too damaged, but she started going to schools and churches to tell girls her story. "I was thin like a broomstick," she would tell them. And you know what? There was nothing wrong with that. A broom is useful. I was already good enough. I just didn't know it. She never got married, never had children, but she saved a lot of girls from making the same mistake she made. That's why we'll tell this story, so that you will love yourself the way God made you. Because the price of trying to be someone else, it's too high.